So, the topic that I chose is on coffee. I chose coffee because it's very something that all of us consume. Sometimes we all need a pick me up throughout the day, or a lot of us drink it in the morning. And caffeine has a lot of pros and cons to it, and how much we consume. So I'll start off with how much is the healthy amount to consume. So the healthy amount is 300 to 400 milligrams. And just to give you some examples, a 16-ounce grande Starbucks coffee has 300 milligrams worth of caffeine in it. That's pretty much 1 cup, a dose you should have a day. As for a small cup of coffee, like an 8 ounce, that only has 100 milligrams. So you can actually have up to 3 cups a day. The healthy amount is about 3 to 4 cups until caffeine actually stops working. After 3 cups of caffeine, it pretty much doesn't work for giving you energy. So there's almost no point of drinking it. Um, Caffeine does have a lot of pros to it. Caffeine boosts your physical performance. It helps you focus and stay alert. If you didn't know, caffeine reduces risk of stroke and lowers risk of type 2 diabetes. It actually also helps fight depression and risk of suicide, which is pretty great pros for caffeine. You'll find that caffeine has a lot more pros than cons to it. But as for cons of caffeine, is caffeine can be super addicting. So when consuming, you definitely want to be very careful because sometimes you become so addictive. Not having caffeine gives you migraines, and that's something you definitely want to stay away from. It actually also causes insomnia and restlessness. Drinking too much caffeine, and mostly drinking caffeine at night, can keep you up, which is a very bad negative part of drinking caffeine. Um, and it also, the acids can aggravate heartburn. So caffeine can definitely give you a lot of heartburn if you do consume too much. Um, Other than that, that's pretty much the basics of the pros and cons of caffeine. Um, Caffeine's actually a pretty healthy thing to drink. I mean, I find it personally great in my life, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, so that's the pros and cons of caffeine and how much you should consume on a day.